How to organize your time effectively. A lot of people consider themselves good multitaskers. That's because they're too used to tackle many things at once, creating this illusion that things are getting done faster. In reality, however, when you start one task and go to another one without completing the first, you're simply wasting your time. That's because the first task is not done, now the second one is pending. You get value out of tasks only when they're complete. Multitasking doesn't get things done because you're jumping from one thing to the next or working on small portions of the tasks without getting it done. If you start a small part of a task and then neglect it and go to another task, you're not getting anything done. It appears that you can move all those parts together, but often they're not related to one another. In fact, focus is the opposite of multitasking. Let me give you a good analogy to understand the danger of multitasking. When your car is stuck in the mud, you cannot force it by accelerating even further because you're going to be spinning your wheels in the mud. Unfortunately, many people are spinning their wheels when they multitask because they think when they accelerate and do many things at once, they move much faster to their desired destination. In reality, they actually get stuck even further because they're spinning their wheels in the mud. They're creating this bigger hole and the car won't run. It cannot move forward as a result. Unfortunately, our attention span is quite limited. Think about the attention span as the capacity to do work. When you're focused on one thing at a time, without other distractions, you're about 95 to 99% engaged. If you add a simple task, like surfing the internet while talking on the phone, your attention span decreases by 30 or 40%. Now, your capacity is about 60%, and when you add on top of that house chores, your capacity continues to decrease. So when you try to get things done, you have only 20 or 30% capacity left until your attention span recharges itself. Let me ask you this question. What kind of results you can produce when you have 20 or 30% attention span? Of course, not that much. When you have a limited amount of time, things can get tough, always running around. This produces stress, and stress itself brings all sorts of problems down the road. So what's the solution? Focus on one thing at a time until it's complete. That's the best way to move from point A to point B because you have just one destination. The key to high performance is to eliminate multitasking because this is where you're using your focus muscles to get things done. What if you have just a few hours in a day to get a job done because of other demands, obligations, and commitments? No problem. You can get a lot more done by investing less time. You just need to have the energy to get things done. It doesn't matter how much available time you have because energy is more important than time. Some practical ways to increase your energy is by physical exercise like sex, fitness, or whatever makes your body move. This can give you the physical energy you need to get a job done. Through increasing your physical energy, you can increase your capacity to do more work even if you have less available time. I will repeat that. Through increasing your physical energy, you can increase your capacity to do more work even if you have less available time. So here are some useful techniques to organize your time with the energy you have from any physical activity. Start working on 50 or 60 minutes of uninterrupted chunk of time and then stop completely. Take a break for 15 or 10 minutes and then work for another 50 to 60 minutes of focused and uninterrupted chunk of time on one task, project, or activity at a time. Just by using 2 hours of your day, you can get a lot more done if you're working 5 or 6 hours straight without breaks. Researchers found that we cannot focus for more than 90 minutes of uninterrupted time. If we try to work longer than 90 minutes, we are repeating ourselves and draining our energy a lot faster. That's why you need at least 1 hour of uninterrupted time to work on a single activity or a big task at a time. If you have several small tasks, eliminate them one by one, but please do not multitask. If you want to learn more about how to get focused on your work, visit my blog at doubletimetodaycom/get-focused. That is doubletimetodaycom/get-focused for more information on the topic. I'm Chris Diamond, and I'll see you there.